it'll have music, have acting, have girls, have smoking. It'll have a whole thing.
And his uncle. Don't you bring your uncle with you?
Junebug.
Why not?
Uncle Junebug.
Yes, Uncle June.
Make it family.
I can't find the song. What's the song?
Say maybe you can bring your uncle, Uncle Bating.
Want to bring Bating?
I want to bring Uncle Bating.
Redheaded Puerto Rican. I'll bring him.
He like Ronaldo, right?
What's the song that you said you made? I think it's like about 2 albums ago, where your son said, like,
who's your think about it?
Who's your favorite rappers? And you wasn't on the list. What the fuck?
You have to think about it on there.
I don't have it, but I'm gonna get it real quick.
It's the first song on my
Yo, you rapping
Frequency
your ass off.
Yeah, Frequency did.
Shout out to Frequency. He's the producer for Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it's called Think About It. My oldest son forced me to go in there like that.
You know who Frequency is, Saif? Frequency is the guy in the background on the Raekwon Joe Budden video. Frequency is sitting there scared at his computer. Shout out to no, that's him and that's Mickey Fax and Frequency. Frequency is the white guy. Frequency is the white kid. Shout out to Frequency.
Yeah, no, that was nervous.
That shit's one of my favorite Snoop songs of all time, man. I remember thinking like people would realize.
I had this on a plane, and at the time your A&R was that what's that Spanish tall kid that was at Geffen? I forgot his name.
Damn.
You know who I'm talking about?
What's his name?
Cool dude, man.
Yeah, fuck.
He left. Whatever. He was like, yo, there's a song on here where Snoop is rapping. Like, I was like, rapping? He said, I'm gonna let you figure out which one it is. I heard this on a plane. I was like, woohoo!
Doing something.
On
some real talk, like. It's like looking at popping and seeing whoppers and movers. Despite I got it, I try to be hard on the low. Nobody's got it, so I decide to sleep by the door. Open my mind, try to slip inside my grandpa's phone. Drifting off into another stage of life. Nigga paid your price and big homies made you fight.
But you gotta wait as it gets further and further. It gets deeper and deeper. It gets deeper.
Incredible, forgettable, better blast past the mood of mine.
You had your son in your brain, like, you little motherfucker. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna show you.
When I popped it for him, though, when I put him in the front seat of the car, and I knew I had it on the CD, I was playing some old school love music at first. When I popped that one on, that nigga just looked at me. Like, yeah, nigga, told you.
That sounds like Ebro.
Oh, man. I don't know. There's so many Snoop.
Yeah, after you came out, because it was my first time meeting you, interviewing last time. After you came out and I saw this show, I just like went into like a whole Snoop craze because I'd never seen you perform before. I'd never interviewed you.
I tried to warn you though.
He said like he was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna come out strong. First of all, when Lady of Rage came out, man, I was like, she may be the best female in the game right now.
Still.
She sounded phenomenal. But the whole vibe was one that just reminded me of how much you've contributed to the game, man. Like, and I don't want to be all cheesy, but my God, man, there aren't that many people who've, like I said, just been around forever, been so consistently good and so international. Like there ain't no one who can see what Snoop has done international.
You got to hit up that joint. That's what they call me. What's the homies?
Yeah, that's the homie.
Oh, you got to listen to that joint right there. That's the homie. He be talking about Amsterdam, Japan, West Coast, East Coast. You got to listen to that.
Yeah, but what's the video in Lebanon?
Really?
Beirut.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know I'm from the Middle East.
Yo, what's your best international market? Where do they love you the most outside of the U.S.?
That's a lot of places.
I know. I'm sure it's all over. That's the
France.
France?
Wow.
I'm #1 in France right now.
Damn.
Really?
This album.
They love hip hop.
No, I know that. I know Paris has a huge hip hop scene. That's your favorite? Where's your favorite place?
That ain't my favorite.
Where's your favorite to go?
My favorite, Amsterdam or Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
My brother lives in Amsterdam.
They love you in Rio. They love you in Rio?
Is he on the run?
No.
You is stupid.
Why is he on the run? Just 'cause he's black?
Locked up. The other one's successful, okay? You can have a balance.
Yeah, her brother's confused. I don't know.
It's not the locked up one.
What did he?
No, he went there to work. Wait, so hold on.
What did he do this time?
How often do you play Rio?
You know what? That's like a.
What is he, a lounge act? How often do you play Rio?
No,
perform, man.
Whatever, perform. Sorry,
it's
perform.
only like twice a year, but it's hard getting there. That's like 18-hour flight.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? And it's really hood there too. Like, City of Gods, really hood.
Have any of the gangsters come up and talk to you when you're down there?
The biggest gangster in their town. This is when I had my cousin doing security. My cousin named Papa, big old buff dude. He just disrespectful to everybody, right? So we in Brazil. The head gangbanger in Brazil, he walk up to my van, my cousin and him face to face. So I step out of the van, and the fool like, Snoop, I just wanna tell you I love you, man. I just wanna show you some love, man. The whole favelas. And they got 3,000 people standing behind him.
The whole favelas ever.
The whole favelas. Then he say, I just wanna rap for you. So he went from gangster to groupie, right? So I'm like, okay, let me hear you rap. He started rapping. Every nigga in the crowd started singing the rap. I shook his hands. He's like, you ain't got to worry about nothing when you out here. You're safe.
That's a great pound to get in Brazil, too.
Really, though.
Because you walk
should
around.
have seen the 3,000 I was with him, though. They look vicious.
They was ready.
No. Brazil thug is a different kind of thug.
What's the first Snoop Japan reference?
What do you mean?
The first Snoop Japan reference ever.
That someone else made or
that he made?
First reference to Japan?
Come on, man.
Come check it out, nigga.
Blow a sake. I took a trip to the other side of the planet.
You got this instrumental? Yo, I've been looking for this instrumental my whole life, son.
Dad's got it. Dad's made that.
I asked Daz. Daz is
he be higher than
he's
me.
high as fuck, son.
He be higher than me, man. He got
you
it.
don't know where it is. Need that.
Dog Pound album?
Yeah. Yo, this is why I always say the Dog Pound album is his second album, yo, because that's one of my
second album was Doggy Style.
Huh?
First album was the
Chronic. So
yeah,
third album. Yo, Dog Pound album is one of my favorite, and it's so slept on in the whole Snoop, Dre, Death Row era. That 90s West Coast. That album, I can't get enough of it, yo. I still play it to this day. Every road trip I go on.
Do you have that on your computer, the whole album?
No, I took it out.
I need that.
I got some of it.
I don't know why I passed on it when it came out.
No, because it wasn't.
I didn't like Let's Play House.
Because it wasn't Dre.
What did you say? Let's Play House? Yeah. Although the girls,
that Michelle A, you know that look, cause Michelle.
But now, okay, at the time it was the wrong single. But if you listen to it in the whole album,
it's right.
It sounds perfect.
It fits in.
It's right. But they knew what they were doing. They were thinking ahead. We was always on some gangster. We wanted gangster music to come out first. That was hard right there. I see you bobbing your head.
Ass pussy.
That one was hard right there.
I took them all out.
That's Dr. Dre producing at his finest. You hear all that?
It wasn't Dre. It was like Daz, and then Dre helped him out, but it was more Daz. So that's why I think
it had its own sound.
Yeah, it felt a little different.
I think it sounded different than Chronic and Doggy Style and stuff Dre was doing. I think people slept on it because it sounded a little, I don't know, too Westy or.
It was.
But man,
Dre was more universal with making his sound.
That's true.
Everybody, Daz didn't know
Dre,
how.
like,
Daz
had, like,
was just
East Coast.
Daz only knew how to make records for us around the corner, and Dre brought them to life, but he couldn't put that international twist on it.
See, that's funny because you're right. Because when you're like, oh, I love West Coast, but if the West Coast you love is Dre. It has a different sound than the rest of the
West Coast is different.
Yeah, it is different.
I always say
it's a subgenre of West Coast.
I love West Coast.
It's a trick because even now I listen to my music like the song you like, the Jasmine Sullivan record. That to me sound like a West Coast record, but I knew the East Coast would love it because it got a feel like something that the East Coast girls would love.
It bumps.
No, I love West Coast music though, like not just Dre music.
Like you're going home and listening to Cam Peace Treaty on your way home. King T, I got it bad, y'all.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's different because if you look at anything from Ant Banks, Spice One, all the way up and down the whole Ren, MC8 records, definitely a different feel than the Dre records.
Always, because Dre had the bigger sound. They didn't know how to capture the universe. They could only capture the corners. You know what I'm saying? They was always focused on we're gonna make records that hit in our neighborhood.
Right.
Then we gonna make
which is understandable.
Who's the realest motherfucker of all those dudes? All the West Coast cats. Who's the last dude you'd want to fuck with on the wrong night from all those West Coast cats?
Trey D.
Trey D. He's the one?
Trey D is
or he's not the one, I should